Hey guys, welcome back. I'm in the greenhouse and we're having a heat wave here in April. It's humid, it's about 80 degrees outside, and in the greenhouse with the door open and the louvers open, it is about 104. And so it was really cloudy this morning and overcast, but once that sun came out, it just heated everything up. And I came up to check on the chicks. They're in the greenhouse, which I was planning on doing a whole greenhouse video for you, which I might do after I get these moved if I get back to my camera today, because I'm down in the lower garden and greenhouse planting dahlia tubers. But I need to move these chicks out and get them in their chicken tractor because it is hot and they are getting out. They're at the flying stage and they're out, and I came up and my lettuce is destroyed. It will come back, but they trampled on it, ate it. My spinach is nipped to pieces. There's very little spinach left. What? I was eating my spinach. I like to on my eggs. So now I have to wait for it to come back. So they're destroying things and it's too hot for them in here, so we're gonna move them out. And I just had to, the chicken tractor isn't even ready to go. It needs new tarp. It needs just a few updates because it sat all winter. Every spring we always have to update it. Which that'll be another video. But for now, I just need to get them out. And it's probably gonna be too cold for them tonight, so unless we run an extension cord, we're gonna have to put them back in. So, all that being said is, when you get chicks, make sure you have a permanent brooder. Like, the greenhouse works, but on hot days like this, you have to find something that's gonna work so they don't die in the heat. Hey guys, it's been a couple days and the chicks have been up here. I was quite worried about them because we had that heat spell and then we had a little bit of a cold snap. That's April here. It's kind of like a temperamental woman. I think I said that before. I was worried about them, but there was no way we were gonna round all 50 plus up again and put them back in the greenhouse, knowing that it was gonna heat up again. So we had a heat lamp on them and we had temperatures in the 30s for the last few nights. And I woke up every night thinking, are they gonna be okay? Are they gonna be okay? And every morning they were just fine, huddled underneath the heat lamp that Brooke put in here, and they were completely fine. So let me show you the little chickies in their new home. So they're all in here, healthy and happy. We have not lost one of them. We did see a few of them with like poopy butt and realized that we started their grower a little too soon. And normally we do medicated grower. I know some people really have, you know, their opinions about that, but for us, we've done this for several years. We've raised meat birds, and every year that we start out without a medicated grower, they always get sick and we always lose a few. And so we just decided that it's best, if we do not want to lose any, we start out with medicated grower. And so we switched them back to their medicated grower, and they're perfectly healthy, perfectly fine, even with those temperatures. Sorry, it's smoky. We're starting a campfire and working on the spring garden. So we still have lots of updates to do on this chicken pen because we were not ready to put them in there. We want to do some updates to it, move the tarp, and put some corrugated metal over the top just to make it a little bit more durable. I'm gonna move these chicks today. Hannah and I are gonna move them to the next part of the garden because this is our spring garden, and we're letting them scratch it up, fertilize it, and as we move them, we're gonna just continue to add to our garden. If you are new, welcome. We are so excited that you have found our channel and are choosing to journey along with us as we homestead on 3.5 acres here in Pennsylvania. We have been homesteading for 15 years. Can you believe that? 15 years. And when we started, there was nothing like this. No YouTube channels, just books and learning by trial and error. And sometimes I feel like we still are learning by trial and error because we like to experiment, we like to try new things because it just keeps life exciting. If you're an old friend, welcome back. We are so grateful for your support and just your willingness to be here and just invested in our homestead. And we hope this blesses you, that you can learn alongside of us and take those nuggets of wisdom that we are sharing with you guys and make it your own on your own homestead. I just want to apologize. As I was editing this, I realized that I didn't share what kind of birds that we have here. These are Freedom Ranger color yield meat birds. We have raised a variety of meat birds in the past. The traditional Cornish cross, we've raised the traditional Freedom Ranger, but we have found the color yield variety to be our favorite. It's just kind of an in-between. Freedom Ranger takes about 12 to 14 weeks to grow out, whereas Cornish cross take about 8 weeks. They're a faster growing bird, the more traditional chicken house birds. The Freedom Ranger color yield, they take about 10 to 11 weeks, so a little bit shorter. They get a little bit more meat on their bodies, and they're just such a friendly bird. They scratch, they peck, they have wild instincts, and they don't just sit by their feeder like the Cornish cross do. So there are pros and cons to all of them, but we have just come to love the Freedom Ranger color yields. I'll leave all the links below. We run them on fresh pasture. Once they're going to be done on our garden space, we will run them on fresh grass every single day, and by the time they get to about 6 weeks old, we'll have to split them and put them in 2 separate chicken tractors just because they get too big, and we want to give them enough space to move around and have ample space to catch insects and eat grass. So that being said, they are a lot of work. We do 2 rounds of them, one in early spring and one in late summer, early fall. That way we can have 100 chickens in the freezer for our family all year until the next round comes about the next year. If you have questions, please put them in the comments below, but I'll leave all the links to our birds that we purchased from Freedom Ranger. They are right in our backyard, and we can drive and pick them up, and we love that, but they do ship nationwide, and we have been so happy with the quality of birds and the customer service at Freedom Ranger. So catch us next time. We're going to do a greenhouse tour. Like I told you, we're going to share with you how we put that high tunnel up. If you have questions, put them below. If you have specific questions about putting up a high tunnel, we call it a greenhouse, but technically it's a high tunnel because it's not heated. And we'll also be sharing more about our spring garden and what we plant in our spring garden, how we wood chip it, how we no-till it, and yeah, so catch us back next time. Thanks so much for spending your time with us, and blessings to you guys. Bye.